Hey, what is this thing? Hey, Tony here, Random Adventures 2.0. What are we doing? Well, we're going to take a look at this power bank. All right, so this is a power pack by AMPACE. It's a P600, so it's a 600 watt. You can see that right there. But it is a power pack that we're going to take a look at. All right, let's kind of get it out of the box and see all its functions. All righty, bring you back on in a second. Alrighty, so we got it out of the brown box that it was shipped in, and this is a lithium-ion battery that's in here, and it is a 600 watt power pack. All right, so before we pull it completely out of the box, let's look at the outside of the box, see what kind of information is on there. All right. Okay, this is the one side here, so very attractive unit, and it comes in a very nice box. But who cares about the box? Let's get it out of the box. But let me check one more side. All right, so on this side here, you've got Ampace, and you've got their website here. So ampacepower.com. It is a lithium-ion battery, so that's some information on the side of the box. And it's just another picture here, website, and also 600 watt. And then the other side, so ample power, ample safe. So it is a very safe unit. That's what they claim. And I would have to agree with them because I don't know any different. So it does come in 3 colors. So there's Mystic Green, Vintage Color, and then a Metal Gray. And it looks like we got the Metal Gray in here. So let's get it pulled out. Alrighty. So we got the box here. We're going to open it up. And first thing we see is the user manual. All right, so you get the user manual is one of the items that comes in the box. That is going to be all of our descriptions of the unit, different charging methods. So all the information we're going to need to know about this unit. All right, so let's go ahead and finish getting it unboxed. So first thing we want to do is remove this foam. So we're going to get everything pulled out of this box and lay it all out on the table. All right. Oh, looks like there's some boxes of components right here. Okay, guys, here's the AMPACE P600 out of the box. So I've got it laying on its back here so that we can take a look at the front face of this unit. But inside of the bigger box, packed along the sides, were these 2 white boxes, and that are your components that you charge the unit with. So you've got the, if you were in the car, you plug this into the cigarette lighter, and then this barrel plug, you would plugged right in here to the DC input to charge the battery. Now this is one of the power cables here, so if you're going to charge it by plugging it into a house wall outlet or just a 110 outlet, this is the power brick that you're going to need because you're going AC current and it needs to translate it over into DC current. So you would plug this in to the wall and then plug this into the power. You plug this end into the wall, then you plug this into the power brick. The power brick is going to change it from AC current, and then coming out of it, this side is going to be DC current. And you're going to take this barrel plug right here, and you're going to plug it into the input. So that is 2 ways to charge it. You're going to charge it with a car battery right through the cigarette lighter. Second way, you're going to plug it into a 110 outlet. And then third way, which we didn't discuss yet, is going to be through a solar panel. And you would set your solar panel up, and then you run the wiring right into this input here, and that is going to charge the unit. Alrighty. Okay, so before I go over everything on the front of this unit, so where you plug in everything, I just wanted to show you the side. So there are fans, cooling fans, because if this unit gets too warm, it's going to cool itself off. And then it does have multiple protections in it also, and I'll tell you about those here in a second. But let's go ahead and take a look at the front. Okay, so you can see we've got the getting started. This is part of the manual here. So this kind of gives you a description of everything that's on the front. I'll continue to show this on the screen. But you can see right up near the top, you've got your LED screen right here. Then you've got your input. This is where you're going to charge the unit. So then this is the LED display. Then you have the car jump starter. So That's an option with this unit. You can get the optional equipment to use the jumper cables right in there to jump start your vehicle. Very, very handy and good to have. So that is a 12 volt. Then right here is an extended battery. Now this is also an optional piece of equipment. It didn't come with it. You have to order that separately. But this is a extended battery charger right there. All right, so then next thing here, you've got the car outlet. So this is like a cigarette lighter. So if you want to run something that runs off of 12 volt DC, but has a cigarette plug on it, you can do that right there and run that to that unit. Then you've got a DC output right here as well. So 12 and 16.8 volts. All right, so that's both DC output area right there. And these are what you're going to turn it on with. You just hit the little buttons up above. So right now, this unit is at 74%. So you saw that when I just pushed here. You've got your USB-C. So that's a 60 watt. Then you've got a USB. Two more USBs actually. And these are USB that you can charge. They are two 12 watt maximum per port. So you got 12 watt. And then down on the bottom is an 18 watt max supercharger or fast charger. All right, then moving this way, we got your 110 outlets. So these are AC current. This is AC output, so you've got two places to plug. So if you've got a piece of equipment that's not going to draw more than the 600 watts, or you don't want to overdraw, but you can plug things in there. And we're going to plug a couple stuff in there, and we're going to run these outlets. All right, guys, I've got this refrigerator here. This is a Joy Tudis refrigerator, so you can see it's off, but it does have a car charging. This goes into a cigarette lighter, but we're going to put this into our battery charger. All right, so I've got to plug this into the DC output. And right now you can see it's 74% charged, and we're at 99%, and we're at drawing 1 watt. That's because all the lights just turned on over here. Now you can see we're set at 39 degrees in the cooler. So I am going to turn this unit on. Okay, right now we got it set at 40 degrees. So I'm going to get this thing to kick on. All right, so we're down to 36 there. So let's see what our unit does. Now we'll give that a second to kick on. There we go, we just kicked on. So we're jumped up to 42 watts going out. So you can see where it said 99 hours when we weren't running anything. But now that we're drawing current or watts out, you can see that we're to 12 hours, fluctuating between 11, 12, and 13 hours of runtime. Now, with that in mind, you know, a refrigerator doesn't always run. Once it gets up to power, once it reaches that temperature, it's going to shut down, which means that our battery pack is going to go to 0 watts out. So let's see if we can go ahead and do that. So we're going to run our temperature up. We're just going to hit this plus sign. We're going to run it higher than what the temperature is inside. That is going to shut off here in a second. It's just going to run the fan for a little bit to make sure that it is running and cooling that compressor off. So there we go. Just dropped down to 2 watts going out, and the refrigerator just shut off. Now that's going to hold that temperature there at 39 degrees. Now if this needs to kick back on again, it will kick on, and it'll go from 1 watt. That's only because that display light's on over there on the refrigerator. So this will draw like 1 watt, and then once it kicks on, it'll jump back up. All right, but we're back to 99 hours, and we're still at 74% capacity on this unit. I'm liking it. All right, so I've got a studio light here in the studio, and you can see I got the cord right down there, and I went ahead and plugged the cord right into the 110 outlet. So I've got two 110 outlets here, but this is also a remote control studio light. So I am going to push the button, so turn the power on, and we're going to see kind of, I've got it set, I believe, at the only 20%. So let me turn that on. All right. So yeah, we're at 20%, and we're on the white light, and you can see right there 7 watts of AC going out. Now I'm going to bump that up to the 50%. Let me point it to it. We'll see what it does. All right, so that's 50%. You can see that's 21 watts. Now you can see the hours changed. So I can run the studio light for 13 hours continuously at 21 watt output. Now we're going to go up to the 100% max white. Boy, that's bright. It's all right. So that's the 100% watt. Let me show you the light. All right, so that's our light. Then get you back down here. So right there's 49 watts going out. So that might fluctuate between 49 and 50. But we got roughly about 7 hours of operation. But we could run 49 watts of AC power out of this unit for 7.1 hours. That is really good. All right, so you can see those ports there again. Let's plug something in one of these. All right, now you want to turn that off. You just hit this button and everything goes back to 0. All right. Okay, you can see I have one of these 20 amp hour batteries by Anker. So this is what I use to take with me backpacking. It's one of them. It is almost fully charged already. Yeah. But we're going to see if we can get a little bit more charge in it. So I've got the cord running right down to this fast charging USB output because I want to see how much load we're pulling. And it says it's 18 watts, so we're going to go ahead and turn it on. All right, yep, you see it blinking. This one first blue light's blinking. That means it's taking a charge and or going to be taking a charge. So we got 1 watt. Now you're going to see this steadily climb. It's interesting that I guess the way that these work is they don't send all the current out at once. They kind of slowly build on it. So we're up to 11 watts. So you can see it's charging at 11 watts. And it says it can charge with it 11 watts for 38 hours. So I could literally plug more stuff into here, into here, into here, into here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 places I can plug into to charge all at once. Now, the more I plug into and the more watts that come out of this, the less hours that we will be able to operate. But as soon as this is full, it'll stop drawing and this will go to 0, just like the refrigerator did. So everything that you're charging over time, it's not going to draw all that all the time. So once, so that's really, 39 hours. That'll increase once this is done pulling watts from it. All right. Alrighty, so you can see I'm getting ready to plug this in. I've got the AC plug in the wall. We're going through the power brick, so you can see it's a green light. I've got it plugged in. And so you want to take this barrel and you want to push it into this input hole. All right, and you're going to see some changes here. So you got blinking, 74 capacity. It's blinking because it means it's charging. So it's going to take, to get to 100%, it's going to be 1.7 hours to take that from 74% all the way up to all the way up to 100%. Will take 1.7 hours. And you can see right here we've got 94 watts. It's showing us the amount of watts that's actually going into the unit. All right, so I do not know if we plug something in. Can we charge while we've got it plugged in to the wall? Is it a pass-through? Let's find out. So I don't believe it's a pass-through. I think so there's watts going out to this. So it's not a pass-through from here to here. So if you've got something plugged in while you're charging, it's going to take longer to charge this because the battery is outputting to charge whatever you're charging. So it is not a pass-through. But let's turn the light on. See if we can. All right, so we got that on high. You can see our, well, maybe you can't, but I'll tell you, it's at 69 watts. So this is using watts going out. Then it's going to be 2.3 hours now to fully charge this. All right, so it's charging this, and we're using light. But in a power outage situation, this is still a great power source. All right. So once I turn the light off, you can see we're climbing to 78 watts going in, and you can see our time is dropping. I unplugged this because I'm saying I've got enough power. This is fully charged. We're down to 1.8 hours to get this unit charged up. So it is not a pass-through. All right. Okay, here's all the battery information here, right here. You can see it's a lithium-ion battery. You can get about 1,000 cycles to 70% capacity. That's pretty good. So that's the cycle life. You got the protections. So there's a lot of built-in protections in here. It's over voltage, over load, over temperature, over short circuit, low temperature, high temperature, low voltage, and over current protection. So that's a good thing. Okay, so I'm going to just wrap this up. So charging methods, like we talked about, there's 3 different methods to charge. But if you're going from 0% right here, 0% capacity to 100%, they're saying in a wall outlet, when you got it plugged in, it's going to be about 6.5 hours to get it fully charged. Not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Now, if you were using a 100-watt, now this will take a 100-watt solar panel you can use to charge it, and 100 watts. Solar panel, now this is weather dependent. You know, on a rainy day, cloudy day, things like that, you're not going to get that. But this one, it says it would take about 8 hours, but that is totally weather dependent. All right. So to get the card charger to charge this up, if you were at 0, to get it up to 100%, it's saying that it would take about 10 hours. All right. So we're at 77%, so 1.6 hours. We got 91 watts going into it. So my thoughts on this unit. I think it's okay. All right. It's cost effective. I believe at the time of this recording, it was right around $499 on Amazon. I'll put a link down in the description if you want to go check it out. But they've got a lot of information on there about the unit. Like I said, it'll be down in the description. I may even put a comment as well with the link if I can do that. I don't know. All right. But you can also go to their website, which is www. Well, I'll put that right up here as well. So you can go directly to their website for all the product information. All right. So I do want to say thanks for coming along and watching this review. And we will see you on the next one. All righty. Take care. Have an awesome week. Tony 2.0 out. See ya.